Hey all, Skywarrior here. I really all hope you enjoy my content. Give a like, comment, subscribe, and enjoy the video.
It was terrifying. I went downstairs to check on my father who just got home from work. I saw him collapse right by the table, with 4 candles just blazing around the table. I found a note written in blood. It was unsettling to say the very least. I tried waking up my father, but he didn't respond to it. There was a note written in blood. I picked it up and read it. This time, there is no escape. I contemplated calling the police, so that's what I did. 15 minutes after they arrived, they looked puzzled. They asked me a lot of questions. They asked me if anyone else was home. This is where it gets terrifying. This shit scares me to the very day. In the corner of my eye, I saw a shadow, human-like figure as he just stood there in the corner of my eye. 5 seconds later, he disappeared. I blacked out after that. Right after I blacked out, I found my dad, checked his pulse. There wasn't a pulse. He was dead, and no response at all. The only thing I saw of any kind of light were the 4 candles on the kitchen table. I found a red crown that looked like it belonged to a box of crowns. There was paper scattered all over the floor. In the very distance, I could see a humanoid, shadow-like figure sitting in one of the chairs at the table. He spoke in a very calm and actually a person's voice from what I could tell. He said, "Would you like to play a game?" But
that to-do list you have needs one more.
He asked me if I wanted to play a game in his human-like voice. I said, "What are the rules?" He just stared at me for a brief moment.
The rules are, once the game is started, you cannot leave the table.
That's all he said. Not knowing what else to do, I obliged him. I played the game. He said, we played the game for felt like a few minutes. He kept talking in his voice, describing, what the other world was like, what the other side was like. This was called the Candle Game.
To play the candle game, you need 4 of the candles.
It's laid on the table, precisely right.
I'm the one that killed your dad. You have a chance to bring him back to life. In order to do that, you must beat me in this game.
was so confused I didn't understand half of what he was saying. And I was just so oblivious of what he was trying to say. Anyway, I'm so damn confused right now because I don't understand exactly what the absolute heck this candle game is. Well, he said the candle game is, I've killed your father. You can bring him back if you beat me. However, if you lose, not only does your dad stay dead, but he takes you.
If you lose the game, I will take you.
He didn't say where. That's all he said. You can't refuse to play the game either. Once the game is started, there is no turning back. Playing the game for what seemed like minutes, we just asked each other yes and no questions like, are you a good spirit? What did you do in your past life? That type of thing. He asked me a very personal question. What was the code to my dad's money safe? I responded with, I'm not comfortable answering that. He just stared at me, not saying a word for what seemed like 15 minutes. He told me a couple things and
You will hear a bang in the next couple seconds. If there's 2 knocks, you will pass the question. If there's 3 knocks, you will have to give a truth about yourself.
I listened, and all the corner I heard the knocks. 2 knocks. Let's get the question. So far, so good. A couple hours have passed and I really had to go to the bathroom. So I asked him if I could. He looked at me with a very evil look, but said in his human voice,
You're not allowed to leave the table by any cost. If you do leave the table, you will die a horrible death.
so I just decided I'll probably have to pee my pants, because I'm not allowed to leave the table. It seemed like we were asking yes or no questions for hours on end. Probably 3 hours into the game, he asked me a very personal question, something that I never thought in a million years I would ever get asked. But he didn't say it in his human voice. No, he said it in his, I can't even describe what this voice was. But he asked me in the voice, I answered with no. He started laughing uncontrollably. I was getting very disturbed, to say the least. He just stared at me with that evil grin. It was very unsettling. I waited for 5 minutes and he didn't say even a word. I began to try and move the game forward. Another stupid laugh. Out of nowhere, I felt a tap on my shoulder. He said in his human voice,
Don't bother the touch on your shoulder. Pay attention to the game.
I honestly didn't even know what in the world I was doing at this point. So I decided that I was trying to go on with the game as best as I could. Another hour and a half later, I threw another stupid evil laugh. To my utter shock, he got up from the table and walked into the darkness saying,
You have won. Congratulations.
That was it. All of a sudden, the room turned pitch black. The candles went out. I looked in front of me and there was my dad. I blacked out from some kind of force. I woke up in my bed to the sun rising. My dad was right next to me. I looked at my phone, 7:30 in the morning. What on earth did I go through? There was a note on my pillow. It said as follows: Congratulations, for you have beaten the game. You have rescued your father and have continued to go on with your life. However, the game must never be repeated. If you do decide to repeat the game, well, you know the consequences. Don't say I didn't warn you. Kind regards, the mysterious humanoid creature. Nothing unusual happened after that. I don't understand what it was trying to tell me. Life just continued on as normal. It was definitely a weird and scary experience. I warn you, please don't